Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and I'm joined by Casual Jacob, and we
Hello.
are here with more TMGC 0% growths. And we're not gonna have some base conversations. We're on, what is this, chapter 6, right? Is what it is? Chapter 6, yeah.
Yes. I always forget about this map. Every time I play the game, I always think it goes straight from the interlude directly into chapter 7.
Oh, really?
I always get thrown off by this map being here. I just kind of never really remember it.
7 is a pretty iconic map, but I feel like I really like this map, especially because I feel like it's a good introduction for... You just got two high move units who are high move in different ways, like one of them is on ground, one of them is in air, and it's a good introduction for both of them, and they're both units who I think tend to be fairly centralizing during the next couple of... Not like centralizing as in like overpowered, but I use them a lot during the next couple of chapters.
They're important in the next maps.
Want to see something really tragic?
Uh-huh.
He's 7 experience away.
No promo.
Well, he'll get promo on this map. We are doing early promo, Joseph. I've been thinking about it, and I'm not necessarily sure that I think it'll depend on, like, just how, much I feel like Butch needs more stats. But I might go for Opportunist if, like, he's just good enough at base for a while.
If he keeps functioning all the way up to level 15.
Yeah. Especially because there's another unit who I'm thinking might get the second Master Seal, sooner than Butch, for reasons that will become clear later.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we've alluded to it a couple of times. We're planning quite a bit around Chapter 10, because that's going to be one of the sort of big breaking points of the run.
It's a big benchmark chapter that you want to make sure you hit certain thresholds for.
Yeah, especially, so when I plan these, well, I say plan, I mostly do this by the seat of my pants. When I think about these challenge runs, I do tend to focus on, like, there's a couple of chapters that I really want, to specifically figure out.
Make sure you have a solution for.
Yeah, or at the very least, like, an idea of how I'm going to tackle them.
That way we don't get to it and realize, well, if only I would have known XYZ, I would have done this.
Who gives might? Is it Aaron gives might? Aaron and Natasha, I think, both give might.
Yeah.
I
believe.
So if we go here...
Sometimes you have to plan stuff like this. Could you imagine FE9 if you didn't know you needed to save the energy rings for... for Anna? Oh my gosh! I've never seen that dodge animation before.
We'll be right back. No, we're back. Please don't miss another 90. I did burn RNs. There we go. Okay. Because if she missed again, I wanted to clarify, like, I did burn RNs off camera. Because then, like, if she missed again, it would be like, oh wow.
Wow, good job.
So she can face 1 and live. And then everyone else is fine to just move as forward as possible. We go here.
I know there's a stealable you probably want to grab on this map.
Yeah, so there's a stealable mini gem.
That's what it's called. Which is pretty awesome.
It's on the bow armor, so it's pretty easy to get. And then there's a droppable Levin sword, and there's multiple villages that we want to get as well.
I'll usually just kill the brigand that's going for the left village, and then leave it for afterwards, and then I'll just fly down and go grab it with Rachel later.
That's my plan as well. I sort of played out the first 2 turns, or the first 3 turns off camera, to sort of plan what is the best approach. And that was what I ended up doing, was baiting the brigand over and then killing him. The only problem with that is this guy, so he prefers going for this village because it takes him less time. But he can, because of mountain walking, eventually get to this one. So you do need to also, you know, try to get him there. Okay, I think we have Rachel do this. You're stationary.
Yeah. Brigands do prefer going for attacking versus villages in this game, which is pretty helpful.
Okay, if we... You cannot awaken with... Okay. How did I... I'm trying to refresh my memory. I think I took a screenshot, actually. I can check. Yeah, so... I know Rachel is going to attack this guy with the Iron Lance. It might look precarious, but he's stationary, so he can't shoot. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Well, it's extra not precarious now, because she got a 3% crit. That's pretty epic.
I forget we get a little sneak peek at a Great Bow this early on. That is a weapon that we'll see quite a few of once we reach around the mid-game. And that guy having a Sword Reaver is pretty helpful.
That guy having a Sword Reaver, I think, is a big part of why Rachel feels so good on this first map. If you Iron Sword... Okay, you can Iron Sword and set up for...
If you want to make like a direct comparison, take someone like Vanessa in FE8. I know Vanessa's really good, but she, at least to me, has such a feel-bad start where she can fly over mountains to fight brigands that she's going to do not very well against. But here, since the brigand has a Sword Reaver, you get a really good first impression of her.
Not only that, but like there are a good number of sword units on this map who she will have weapon triangle advantage over. Don't want to do that. I don't want to engage this guy on player phase, but... Oh, right, I forgot to give him the Sword Reaver. I wanted to give him the Sword Reaver.
Oops.
Let's see.
Yeah, C-axes it makes. Yeah, C-axes, right?
Who does?
Cassius.
Yes. He can use the Sword Reaver, because during my first playthrough, Sword Reaver Cassius was a big part of the strategy. I want to kill all three of you, and then have Desmond bait the brigand. Which I guess means Kenneth will kill one. Just so Desmond can, like, move out of the way for Natasia to kill the other from below. With, like, an iron axe.
Kenneth level.
Damn, it wasn't a very good one. It wasn't a very good Kenneth level.
We will try again next time.
And... Oh, can you, like, maybe with Adept?
Adept, let's go.
Nope.
No.
It was not enough. So then I think... Desmond here with the Iron Axe. Tasia can kill this one. It might just make more sense to...
You really don't want to take a hit from the Nas guy unless you have to. He is pretty scary.
Well, I can heal up Blair. I think the plan is... Joseph, Javelin, this guy, 19. Blair... 19 plus 16, that is a kill, right? Yeah, that's a kill. 20, 30, 35. It's exactly a kill. Okay, so... Joseph does this. And jabs. I guess I'll have Butch kill the... soldier.
Look at him go.
You've lost your Iron Sword privileges. But I'm nothing without the iron sword. If you're nothing without the iron sword, then you don't deserve it. If we heal up Blair, then she lives a hit from the Nas guy and gets knocked back down into result. Oh, wait. Is she doubled by him now? Oh, wait, no. She's not. Yeah, she's not.
Okay.
So we have her awaken this guy, and then she will double this guy. She'll double the Nas guy after his attack, which means he's easier to kill next time.
Yes, because then you can just player phase into him. Nosferatu Dark Mages in this game are terrifying. Dark Mages in general are really bulky, but giving them Nas as well, they can be really difficult to take down. Yeah,
so on this map, I believe these are the first two generic Nas Dark Mages we faced. On this map, because I actually ran the numbers, Blair will kill with Thunder plus Awaken if she has both Natasha and Aaron support on her Thunder attacks.
Interesting.
So the plan for dealing with the leftmost one is have Blair Awaken, tank him on the first turn, and then Thunder kill him on player phase.
Makes sense. Like, look at these guys, they're so bulky. I mean, Blair's also still level 1, but...
And she's also using magic, which you generally don't think of as, like, great against mages, especially because she's at weapon triangle disadvantage now.
I think Dark Mages tend to have higher defense than Res in this game, weirdly enough.
They do, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, they tend to be more physically bulky.
But
which
just
I
for,
like. I like the Dark Mages being more physically bulky than the other magic classes. Kind of gives them something a little bit different.
Okay, so I think we have Desmond kill this guy, and then I'm gonna have Cassius and Stefan rescue him to move him out of the way, so that Blair can... Actually, Blair might also need... Yeah, Blair might need some help in that department. Because I want Blair to end up right above where Cassius is right now, which she needs... Oh, she needs a repo for it. That's fine. Aaron can do that. Easy enough. So,
reposition being
Sam...
awesome.
Oof. Oof. Okay.
Does Sure Strike kill with Steel Bow?
Sure Shot, Steel Bow. Ba-da-boom!
Look at that!
I think Steel Sword Butch might have been a better idea there, but being able to move Butch up towards... Well, I guess actually... Yeah, I think I should have just done Steel Sword Butch. Oops. I think what we do now is Blair goes here, and then Aaron repos her to be there. Yeah, so Blair goes here. Peggy will heal up Blair. Maybe I should have had Peggy heal Blair first, so she'd be farther up. That's fine.
Suboptimal.
Trade Thunder, reposition Blur, 7 AS, 0 AS. Rescue.
And then
you go
also
up
get
here
support.
For Natasha support.
How
I think
Bowsef do versus those archers?
So, I don't want to put Bowsef in range of the archers because he's going to be fighting the pegs this turn. I thought about promoting him and having him steel bow the archers. But I decided instead to promote him and have him Iron Lance these, or Steel Lance these guys.
Makes sense.
So they reach to here. So with his 16 defense, they'll deal... Well, he's about to not have 16 defense.
Yeah. I think he'll be fine.
And we are
promotion.
We are good. Oh, we didn't even show off. You might have seen, if you didn't, rewind by like 5 seconds and pause. It displayed the weapons that he gains on promo when we were previewing. So like
Look at these promo games.
you know what he's gonna get. And believe it or not, the sword usage is actually pretty important to my chapter 10 strategy.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm real excited. I've been workshopping that one for quite a bit. I'm excited to show it off.
And there's promo portraits in this game. When you promote, your portrait changes to reflect your new class.
He's beautiful. The difference that he has is that he has like the cape now.
Yeah. The general cape.
And the nice thing about promo portraits is the thumbnails that I have for this series. The thumbnails that I have for this series all have a single person's portrait. That means that the really important units get to be on 2 different thumbnails. Once promoted, once unpromoted. Speaking of promotion, in addition to just gaining really good promo gains, the promoted units, and a new portrait, the promoted units who are infantry also gain a movement skill. Generals gain Smite, I believe is what it is.
They get Smite and Pivot, I believe.
Oh, they get both. Awesome.
Because they don't get move on promos, they get an extra positional skill.
Yeah, that is the one downside of being an Armor Knight, is you are stuck at 5 move.
But it's still really good.
Yeah, I like Bowsef in the early game. Much like I said in the unit review.
Bowsef, or what General does, is what I would hope IS does eventually, where you are trading your point of movement on promo for just super stellar combat. Like, he gets 3 weapon types, he's nigh unkillable in the early game.
Not only that, but he has normal movement unpromoted, which I think is... While I think that armors should not have less move than infantry, I think at the very least, like, not letting them have less move unpromoted is a pretty big deal. So this is who the other steel bow that I bought was for.
Sense.
He can't gain 2 from anyone, can he? Sam gives defense.
If only Blair had inspiration.
She will soon. Like, we are so getting there. We are so getting there right now. Okay, so I think what we do... Okay, I think what we do is... Bowsef does this. He will kill on enemy phase. And that frees up room for the Javelin guy to also attack him. And start building his bow rank. Because, hey... We were talking about this last video. Longbow's really good. Let's start getting that bow rank, baby.
Yes, please. Bows are so good at this game.
Damn it.
Oh.
Wrathstaff will never be real.
I would be willing to go so far as to say his longbow is in contention for, if not the best weapon in this game.
I mean, we can look at its stats. Like, it's just good. Like, it's just good.
How much is 10 might versus, like, an iron bow?
2 more.
So, it's 2 less might than a steel bow. It has the same hit as a steel bow, same weight, and you get an extra tile you can position from. It's so good. There's a shop at some point early on, I don't remember which one it is, that sells longbows, and I always make sure to pick up an extra longbow or 2.
Longbow reel. A longbow reel. I think we give this to Kenneth, probably, because Sam's already hit C-bows. Is the Shining Bow... Ooh. Let's give it to Kenneth 2 range. Is the Shining Bow B or C? It's C, right?
I'm suddenly convincing myself it might be B, because I think the Void Cleaver is B.
The Void Cleaver is B, yeah. Shining Bow might also be B, then.
I have a Shining Bow right here.
They're available relatively soon. In one of the shops in one of the early interludes.
It is C rank.
Okay, well then Sam is basically complete. Okay, so you have 13 AS, 20 attack, versus 7 defense, 13...
Really helpful.
Okay, so she's fine. Put her here. Lower a peg down. These two pegs gotta be really careful because we got a javelin and a brave sword. Like, Joseph is
They're a little bit scary.
Joseph is our friend right now.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move Natasha up here. We'll move Sam up here. I guess technically, like, getting Sam to ready aim would be nice, but I don't think we're going to be, like, the amount of time that it's going to take to get Sam to ready aim fire. I don't think we're going to be able to ready aim fire that often.
I don't think so.
Oh, I guess what I should have done is had Cassius help participate in the rescue drop.
I'm curious how long Sam's going to get deployed because of Radiant Bow.
I mean, at the very least, Chapter 10 is the last chapter where we have free deploy. So, like, at the very least until Chapter 10, but I would imagine longer than that.
Ooh.
Just because, I can
Bow's
think
good.
of quite a few units who I will drop in 0% more readily than Sam. And part of
That
why
makes
I've been
sense.
thinking about this is the Chapter 10 strategy I've been cooking up has to have contingencies for people dying, like for sacrifice strats.
Makes sense.
Okay, so if we put you here, he didn't even attack. I guess because he saw 0 damage.
Oh, it could be enemy turn order because I know.
Probably, yeah.
I know in base GBA, archers go after one range guys, so it could just be a turn order thing.
So I could give him a sword right now. What have you? What's the? Okay. B rank swords. Yeah, I should start training his sword rank.
Swords are pretty good.
Hey Joseph, grab the iron sword.
Time to start building rank. What does the stat screen look like again? Now that he's like 1-1 promoted.
20,
Look
23,
at this.
21. Other stats don't matter. Other stats don't matter. I didn't get Puissance, which, like, he would have Puissance on a lot of people, but I do think the immediate power spike is worth it, and also training both bow rank and sword rank early, I think is worth the trade-off.
For sure, for sure.
Ooh. Wait, who can reach...
The peg.
No, she can't. Who can reach here?
Oh, the
Javelin guy. Because I was gonna have Peggy heal, but she cannot. So I guess I will have Aaron heal instead. How does Javelin guy do against Sam? He doesn't kill her, right? 20,
Fine.
21. She has the AS to not get doubled, and that's the only guy who can reach Sam. Alright. Let's see if... He'll probably prefer Aaron. Although we can... No, we can't. Okay. Well, actually, no, we can. Peggy goes over here. We can trade a 11 sword onto... Or no, we cannot.
Oh, that's right. Butch has it.
Yeah. Well, because Butch needed it. So Butch needed it to kill the boss, and then I was like, well, you know what? Butch is, like, better. Combat-wise. So... I'll leave it on him. Let's
It is
see,
pretty cool that we get
Joseph
another
go.
level in this map.
We get another what?
I think it's cool that we got another 11 sword in this map.
Yeah, it's in La Rachel right now. But I love sword general animations in this. They're so cool. It's funny because, like, I hate the Sacred Stone sword animations. I think they look, like, really lame. But in this game, the sword general animations are really cool, in my opinion.
I think it's the same animation.
No, they have big capes in this one.
Oh, yeah, the cape's different.
The cape makes it look better. I don't know how to explain it, but it does. Hello, calves.
couple
So,
of enemies.
These are the reinforcements. These are the... I would say anti-turtle, but it's not quite anti-turtle because, like, you kill them.
I think it's just more of, like, putting pincer pressure on you.
How do you do with the Iron Lance against this guy? He only has 7 defense. 11 AS. You don't double him. Do I kill with the silver? I don't super want to use Brave against, like, a generic-ass Cavalier.
I feel that.
31... No, I don't kill with the silver. Okay. Alternative option... Oh, you have perfectly overlapping ranges. Sad. Okay,
Yep.
let's just go here with the iron, then. Oh, wait, do I have... I forget, do I have Horse Slayer in the convoy? No, there's no... We don't have any horse-effective weapons.
Nah,
Like,
I
at
think
all.
you would have had to buy one back in 4.
No, in 4 there weren't any. I remember looking for them.
No.
At least I'm pretty sure I remember looking for them. Unless, it's possible I'm gas-lamping myself. Like, that's always a possibility.
'Cause I thought they had the anti-horse and anti-armor for all weapon types plus Worm Slayer, but I could be wrong.
I also thought that until we got there, and I was like, oh, they're not here, I guess.
Huh.
20 plus 17, this does kill. Okay, I think we do this, and we've Kenneth killed the Javelin guy.
Hey!
Nice dodge tanking, too. And then we
See,
2017
good
him.
dodge tank.
What all happened in 2017, the year? That was my freshman year of college, maybe? Question mark? No, wait, no, it definitely wasn't, because I graduated high school in 2010. What was 2017?
I do not remember at this point.
Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She could be here. Joseph, with the steel
ring?
sword, can kill this guy.
Do you want him to... I was curious if he could go, like, to the right and step on the swamp tile instead.
Oh, that would
To, like,
have
free
been
up positioning easier.
smart. Yeah. Well, so Aaron can...
Hit on res?
Well, we can kill this guy without hitting on res, I'm pretty sure. Does he one-shot? He's not one-shotted from full. Okay. I was like, does he really one-shot him from full? He does not. Oh, okay. There we go. Steel sword moment. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay.
Got it.
So that's a thing. And now we have either Wormslayer to hit the armor on res, or we can have Blair attack him, or we can hammer him. Blair cannot attack him. You can kill this guy.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
See, Rachel's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's got enough offenses to do the jobs she want her to do. Sometimes. 23, so she would get fucking raffle stomped even at full HP. Which means... What if we do this?
Zap.
I find it really hard to tell when the magical swords are critting. Because, like, they'll, like, glow usually, I find, but not always.
Yeah, I know for some classes they do. I can't remember off the top of my head which ones do or don't. Do you have the hammer somewhere you can trade to Cassius?
Yeah, I should have given him one. I should have given him one in preps.
We do have hammers.
We bought quite a lot of them for exactly this reason.
Nice.
Bada bing, bada boom. Effective damage on a horse. I also really like Cassius's unpromoted sprite. I think it's quite nice.
Yeah, I was gonna mention Cassius gets his own unpromoted animations.
They're pretty cool. They're pretty epic.
I'm sure
do
I will one day
this.
use him.
At the very least, he's good short term. Like, I'm not super high on axes, longer? Oh wait, someone's in peg range, aren't they?
Maybe?
I might have just got
Maybe
brave
good
sworded
luck.
to death. I didn't
Oh,
even
that's
check
right,
the
brave
pegs.
sword's up there.
I didn't even check the pegs. Ooh, Cassius!
Oh, the javelin can also hit?
Yes, the javelin can also kill him. If he's not quadded, which he's probably quadded, he has the hammer.
Brave sword's really heavy.
Javelin miss, just dodge tank, just dodge tank. They overlap, they overlap.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Exact damage. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Oh, that was my fault.
I actually meant to ask about a save point a couple moments ago, and I completely forgot to ask about it.
Well, save pointing right there would not have helped us, though.
Oh, I mean like a turn ago or something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I couldn't reach it. The enemies blocked it, remember?
Oh, wait, where's the other save point?
It's all the way down in the bottom left.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't get close enough to either of them, unfortunately. So we'll be
Upset.
doing this from scratch. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back mostly before where things went wrong with a couple of minor optimizations.
Oh?
Yeah, so Cassius actually has a hammer in his inventory to start out with.
Hammer?
I did distribute experience a little bit differently. Joseph also has the iron sword now.
Nice.
Notably, Kenneth got an extra kill that I think previously went to one of the calves. Is the biggest difference. We're about to get the payoff for training Sam's bow rank, because this is the other minor optimization, is with this guy dead and enemy ordering working out, the Jav guy will now attack Joseph.
Oh.
Or at least he should. We'll see. And we can start training his bow rank.
Unless he has some...
Be real.
There we go. Bowsef. Why didn't I think of that?
Bowsef, and well, there's no real good sword Joseph pun, but I do want to get Wormslayer on him. Butch is a backup, but it would be nice for Joseph to just delete 3 wyverns in a single turn, whereas like Butch probably can do that, but I know Joseph can't die.
Yeah.
So we will... Oof. Okay. How do you do here? You can kill... Okay. So the 2 of you can take care of them.
Pretty good.
Do-do-do-do. We got rid of our 2 rangers. Well, we're about to have gotten rid of our 2 rangers. Oh, I could have actually done that with Blar.
Oh,
I mean,
true.
Kenneth levels will also be nice. Kenneth levels are also nice, like, you know, it's fine.
It also does mean Blair can potentially be forward up to provide, like, charisma support.
Yeah. I'm wondering, so Thunder's 15, how much do I do with the Iron Sword? Okay, so she can actually get this kill. Damn, he's actually dealing damage to Joseph. Our Jagan has fallen off. So
I can't believe we have found a way for our Oswin archetype to get damaged
Our
this
Oswin
early
archetype. Okay, you can reach there, so I think we put you... Ugh, I wanted her to fight the peg again. We can figure this out after we do this. Because I think... that's just the armor left. The armor and the brigand left now, right? Yeah, so... Can Cassius... Okay, he doesn't quite kill with just the hammer, but we can have Butch... Levin Sword Chip,
A little bit.
and then he kills with the hammer. Unfortunate that we're using 2 uses. Like, we did just get another one, so it's, like, mostly fine, but we only needed 4 points of chip. It just... I guess we could have done Javelin, but I want Desmond down here for the Cavs when they show up.
I think it's okay. I tend to find myself with a lot of magic swords by the end game.
Same here.
I think we're fine to use it up like this.
Okay, so you live an attack. Yeah, you live at 1. So I'll have you give him the iron sword. Wait. And everyone else, I don't want to heal up Blur because there's the potential for Awaken Resolve. Although, like, is she doubling anyone with Awaken Resolve? I don't think so.
I don't think Resolve speed is going to be helping her a whole lot anymore outside of not getting doubled.
Yeah, but like when she's not getting doubled and she's in Resolve range,
dying.
She's getting one-shot, so maybe we do want to heal her. I mean, so I'm actually surprised that she can like eat a hit so often.
Yeah.
Like, and singular hit. Only HP that matters is the last point, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Do a little bit of Racheling.
We're not going to bait down the Brave Sword as early?
The hope is not to. The hope is not to. And now Joseph can actually fight the Cavs. Instead of having Desmond do it.
How does Joseph do pulling the Brave Sword?
I don't want to pull the Brave Sword right now. Although it kind of looks like I might kind of maybe have to. If you have Joseph here... So against the Brave Sword, he takes 0. He takes 0 from both of them. If I put him at Weapon Triangle disadvantage against the Jav, trade a sword onto him, he will take a little bit from the Jav, but like he's fine. So I think we actually trade a... I think you're right. We bait the Brave Sword down just to have more room to work with. Give him an Iron Sword. Start working on that sword rank. I think now we hit the... Actually, let's hit the save point after next turn. See how next turn goes.
One more turn.
Oof.
Yikes.
Blah, 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 blah.
Can Natasia reach with a hand axe?
There is the Butch moment. Oh, wait. We don't need to Natasia hand axe. We Natasia support. Natasia Aaron support. And she gets it. Because here, she doesn't have either of them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she doesn't have either of them.
Oh, you're right.
So
yeah,
we move Natasia to here.
Just heal her.
We just heal her, like, gets some Aaron experience, and like you say, I don't think Resolve is helping her much at this point.
She has 7 speed at base, I think.
But now she has 2 might from the supports. And then I think we move Desmond, Iron Lance, the Sword Cav, like before.
I think it's a good idea. And then everyone else kind of helps.
Stefan goes here so he can potentially rescue Desmond up to the 1 tile. If that's what we decide is what we want.
Yeah. It's not quite a 1 tile.
Well, so this is a 1 tile.
That's a 1 tile. They can still go to the right around you.
Will they though? Like, I think they... I don't think they're smart enough to do that.
They might not.
I think for all intents and purposes, if you go, like, choke this, it's a 1 tile, because they're not going to be smart enough to go, like, down, around, more terrain. Like, it's like what the Brigand...
Yeah.
It's like how the Brigand went this way, even though he could have gotten a village relatively unintercepted by taking a few more turns, right? I think it's a limit of AI... I think it's a limit of AI.
Not knowing they can do it.
So I think we do this.
Look at this unit go.
Desmond is so epic. Unfortunately, the combination of Javelin Hand Axe means that, like, we can't do funny triangle. Javelin Iron Lance Hand Axe means we can't do the funny triangle moment. against the full group. I could have. I guess I could have left the bow on Joseph. He would have enemy phased with the bow, the jab one.
Ah, that's true.
Joseph is so epic. Joseph not getting quadded actually kind of surprised me, but in like a good way.
I mean, how much does the Brave Sword weigh? It's like... It's really
7
heavy.
AS, yeah, 13 weight versus 5 con. Yeah. I just like, I know it's not 0, so I was like, well, if it's not 0...
Yeah.
Alright, so Blar can get this kill.
I do think having a Brave Sword in Chapter 4 and Chapter 7 is... Chapter 6, sorry. Is incredibly funny, because it just jump scares a lot of people in their first playthrough. Like, why is there a Brave weapon this early on?
The Chapter 4 one is close enough to the starting area that it's never gotten me, because I always check those enemies carefully. But then, like, because there's a lot of pegs on this map before you get the, Brave Sword peg.
It can kind of sneak up on you.
Yeah.
Oh, have we shown off the funny weapon
moves.
that the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it is this choke point.
Nice.
He can actually reach there without Stefan's help. Damn. My green boy really is useless. So we go here. We go here.
Leave a space to rally him, potentially.
Can we rally from here? We can rally from here.
Nice. Well, Aaron would have to move first.
Oh, true. Do we care about the rally?
Well, I guess it's not really an easy place to do it from.
Alright, let's move Sam. I don't want to save yet, actually. Like, it doesn't seem like we need to save yet. There's another wave of cav reinforcements, if I recall correctly.
I think it's just these.
Would you... Actually, I can pull it up and build her during the enemy phase.
I actually have it pulling up right now.
Oh, perfect. Never mind then.
I know sometimes some stuff doesn't, like, pull very correctly in Builder.
Maybe it just feels like there's multiple waves because there's 2 groups of 3.
I think the 2 groups of 3 makes it feel like 2 waves because they approach you at 2 different times.
There's no more flyers, so Rachel can just be on go to the village duty.
I do remember there is a squad that shows up by the boss if you get close up to, like, his little throne area. Like, you get some cabs or some... Not cabs. You get, like, some mercenaries that show up.
And he moves as well, which is a cool change. On normal mode, he's stationary. And on hard mode, he's also stationary. No, on hard mode, he moves, but he has only a 1-range weapon. And then here, he has a 1-range weapon, a 2-range weapon, and he moves.
Yeah. I think it's pretty funny that he's completely different on all 3 difficulties.
I think it's pretty awesome and epic. I think now is when we save.
Yeah.
Because we can also get the second one with Rachel, like this one that's all the way down here, we can get with Rachel before engaging the bosses group.
Because now that the brigands are gone, there's not really a huge time pressure.
I do want to show off that combo, actually. And the reason I want to show off it is there's lore around it, I'm pretty sure. Because that's the Spirit Dust Village. There's lore around the Spirit Dusts. So, want to see the cool thing I found? It's white and shiny powder. You'll never believe where I found it. We were playing in the street and found it in a dark alley. Someone just left it lying around. I'll share some with you. Have a great day. There's Spirit Dust lore in this game, and, like, you can probably tell from that. It's based on the meme of, like, Spirit Dust equals cocaine. But it's kind of funny.
So...
So, Joseph will get attacked at 1 range by 1 person. We can trade the jab onto him, potentially. Or we can just be like, well, he'll attack someone at 2 range. I think I'm gonna go, and he's gonna attack someone at 2 range anyway. We're not in a hurry,
I don't think we're on any kind of pressure to like kill these guys, so we might as well get as much bow and sword rank out of it as we can.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because why not?
At this point, so now that Sam has hit longbow, I'm like, damn, I wish I gave discipline to Joseph. But it's important to remember, like, she barely hit longbow on time for the first instance we needed it.
Yeah.
So, like, or we didn't need it, but, like, it did make things easier having it.
That's a downside I find to giving Sam discipline, is it gets her out of her initial hole, but then I and others I've spoken to, once you get her up to about C-ish or something, C or B, you're like, huh, I'm at, like, chapter 9, and Sam has gotten all the relevant bow rank she'll ever need. I kind of wish I had given this to someone else.
Because by the time you want, like, the S-rank weapons, she'll have it even without discipline.
Easily.
Whereas, like, the units who get an extra weapon on promotion, they get D rank. It's nice to get up to C. The best stuff is at C.
Look out, Levin Sword!
Pew! The one
Finally,
enemy on the
enemy
map
that
that
does
threatens
damage.
Joseph.
I wonder if they'll be alive for another turn.
Nope. Nope.
Oh wow, without Rally Luck, it hit crit on him. What's funny?
Imagine if he had gotten crit and then we had to cry.
I probably would have laughed.
You have Javelin, you have Hand Axe, you have Steel Lance, you have Regular Axe. Okay. Let's give you the Iron Sword. Heal you.
Heal up.
And then we'll rescue you out of the way with the Cav Bros. Our Christmas Cavs. I mean, Stefan is part of the Christmas Cavs, just the second one comes a lot later.
We'll get him at some point, eventually soonish, right?
Yeah, well, we saw a preview of him. He got kidnapped. Our goal is to find out where he is.
Somewhere out there. So we just kind of vibe right here.
We just sort of chill Joseph to vibe to.
Is there anyone else we want to try to feed some of these calves to? I know we want rank on Joseph, but is there anyone you need to hit like promo benchmarks or anything like that?
So Butch, obviously, good to get experience on because we want to promote him, and also we want to like potentially get him opportunist, and also Butch just good.
Butch with his Zenbato is pretty good against the squad for the most part.
I mean, or we could just do this.
Like,
that's also pretty good.
Full HP enemies.
What?
Oh, I believe I know with the axe calves and I believe the sword calves he can just Oko from full HP with his Zenbato.
Yeah,
Kind of
he doubles, right? Like he's got.
He does double.
He doubles both of these. 24 versus his 9. How much do they? Wait, what's the math there? 24.
It's nice if you don't want
9,
him to eat a counter.
15, right? Yeah.
24 minus
so he
9.
lives. He lives. Because it's essentially because weapon triangle is minus for one and plus for another. It's essentially
the same.
Is how I think of it, like to lower the mental load.
Yeah.
I do also want to get experience on Kenneth. I sort of tease that there's someone else who's going to be getting promoted, and the amount of experience I've been funneling into Kenneth might give you an indication of who that is. It's not guaranteed that he'll get one of the seals, but he's not a bad candidate for it. Damn.
Ooh, Blair.
And then, of course, we want to continue the get Blair inspiration as early as humanly possible mission.
What level have we gotten her to? She's getting 8 chippy XP
She's
at this
at 12
point.
right now.
Oh.
12.5.
She's getting there.
And
I know you
otherwise,
can
we're
use
just
that.
good.
You can use that fort by the cliff to pull the Bocav to fight just him by himself if you want to. That way, whenever you try to fight the boss squad later, you don't have to fight him with a Bocav.
What about the fort near Tobin?
I think Tobin's in another continent right now.
Well, but you said Cliff. Cliff and Tobin always hang out together.
Poor Gray getting left out.
As he's like, as often happens to him. I do feel a little bit like, I do like making fun of Cliff because as a unit, he's pretty dog water. But I feel a little bit weird about how, like, the most, like, of the Echoes cast, the one who's, like, most obviously a person of color is also the piece of shit unit. Like, it's a coincidence, obviously. I don't think, like, it's some nefarious, like, racist conspiracy to make the black units bad. But I always worry that, like, I hope nobody thinks that, like, when I say we're gonna leave Gray out, it's not for anything, like, sus.
Just trust, once Gray hits Sagittae as a mage, he'll sweep.
Is Mage his best class? I thought he was like, he wants to be... I thought the thing with Gray was like, he wants to be a merc, and he's like, pretty good as a merc, but so are all the villagers, so it's like...
Yeah,
it's
he
kind of
wants
like
to be a...
Ash being a good wyvern. Like, Ash is a good Wrath wyvern in 3 houses, but like, so is everyone else.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar idea. He's good in merc, but so is everyone, and he's the least good in merc. So you might as well make, like, Cliff or Tobin a merc instead.
And merc has a bit of diminishing returns because, like, you do want an archer and you do want an mage. And, like, you can use Python for your an archer, but the villagers will usually be, like, potentially maybe better, question mark?
You definitely want a mage for leather shields, for leather shield merc.
Yeah.
That's an important one. If you don't have a mage for leather shield merc, you are never killing him. So if you just want to use Gray as like a flunky, you can make him a mage. And I'm only half memeing about the Sagittae thing. His whole shtick is he has decently good strength, so you can just have him throw out 170 hit Sagittae, hope it hits and does 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
strength
I don't
is
really know
also
what
magic
do.
in Echoes. Like, for anyone who's wondering why we're
Yep.
like, the mage with strength. It's not an Ileana moment, like, we're not coping. It is actually a good stat on mages.
So it's just kind of, he's just kind of less good in other classes compared to other people.
But, as we proved in our, cursed draft run... Oh, he's coming anyway.
I guess he's already moving.
He doesn't care, he doesn't care about, he doesn't care about us saying, wait.
Oh, what a funny weapon that bow armor had. I wonder what that does.
Wait, what does the bow armor have? It's not a great bow, right?
It's a gilded bow.
Oh, right. Gilded weapon jump scare. They put it on a stationary bow unit, so it's not actually a threat. I think this is meant to be like, hey, guess what? Get ready for this fucking shit all the time in the end game.
Yeah, it's kind of more of a little sneak peek at, whoa, that's a thing in this game?
Yeah, so Silver being B was not because Braves are considered a default. Like, Silver being B is not because, like, Brave is A. It's because there's another generic weapon above them.
The gilded weapons with incredibly high might, but fairly high weight as well. But, the big thing is the giant might that goes with them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Okay. You go over here.
Oh, that's great. We leave Peggy in range, and she can provoke the bow cabinet going for her.
Oh, so real? So real and true, question mark? What if we instead provoke with Joseph? I like that plan also.
I like there's one house, I think it's the one just south to where you are now, where if you visit it, it's kind of a slight tutorial on magic weapons don't give weapon experience because of how they're coded into the game. And he says something like, you know, I've been practicing swords all my life, but the moment I hit the ability to use magical weapons and I started using those, my skill really plateaued and I cannot figure out why.
There's another really good tutorial on magic weapons not picking weapon XP as well.
Well, yeah, it also says it right there, but I think it's funny that there's... This game actually has a lot of houses that explain mechanics that you can easily look up, but I don't know, I still kind of like them. I think they're...
I know, I was just teasing.
Cute little additions.
I also think they're good and like them. I was just teasing.
Like, there's the house that explains that, a guy heard in a dream that lunatics get hit more often because enemies in lunatic get a free 10 hit bonus.
Yeah. And it's also, like, in addition to, like, low-key being a tutorial, it's also humorous.
Yeah, it's flavorful little dialogue.
Alright, let's get this last save point.
I love visiting the houses for dialogue in FE games. I just wish I didn't have to spend my whole action and like movement to go get them.
Have you heard of a game called Fire Emblem 3 Book 1?
See, I have, but I still have to spend my movement to get the house.
Hey, it's an improvement though.
I still have to like walk onto the house tile, hit visit, and then my turn ends whenever I hit B.
So this is some good free Blar experience. Like, she'll get like half a level off this guy alone. Just chipping him over and over.
Imagine this guy suddenly has, if he gets attacked, start moving AI. Have to attack the Luke on Blair.
Even worse, he has Ardent March.
Oops, I've seen a round of combat.
That's the Super Thracia Arden skill. For
Arden
anyone who's
March.
confused.
It's also in this game, teehee.
I wonder when we get that.
But, yeah, we're just doing some chill Blair tortures functionally unarmed man. He has the scariest weapon on the map, and he's also unarmed. Truly, this says a lot about society.
I kind of like having these enemies with A-rank weapons so early on. Mostly because IS is terrified of giving enemies higher rank weapons.
2 more levels still till we get
Almost
inspiration.
there.
I'm excited. Okay, so now I think all of them overlap, right? No, it's so
They
you
overlap
and you
quite a bit.
overlap. You don't. So okay, let's start with Joseph with a sword here. All right, I gave the iron sword back to Butch.
I know this boss actually has really good magic.
Yeah,
So
so
he
he has the
actually
light
does-
brand.
He does hit you pretty hard.
11 magic, but he doesn't reach there. Oh wait, no, he does. It's... Oh, okay, so this tile, right above Blair, we go with the steel bow. Let's move everyone up. Just to get ready to potentially, like, punch and also rescue.
Yes.
So yeah, Cassius goes here, Stefan goes here.
Oh, there's also been a slight UI upgrade tweak that I really appreciate.
Do you mean this one?
Yeah, I like this because I always get confused at how like class skills work, quote unquote. So just in case anyone watching is curious why some units have like a blank skill slot, that's just there because that's where your like Cavalier Canto goes. That's where your like Thief Stealing goes. Stuff like that.
We mentioned when Joseph promoted that he gained some movement skills. Those are not listed here because those are not considered to be class skills. Just because the movement skills are separate from everything else. They don't take up a slot. The class skills also don't take up a slot. They're mostly there to indicate that, like... To indicate that, like, Noise. To indicate that, like, you can only have 5 skills plus a class skill plus whatever movement skills are associated with your class.
Yeah, it can get a little difficult, at least to me, to remember how all that works. So I'll go to use like a skill manual on someone with 5 skills, and it'll say, "Oops, you got to delete one," and I'll go, "Oh, it's because technically they have a null class skill eating up a slot."
Yeah.
So I think it's a nice change to make it easier to see what's going on.
So let's Thunder you. And
Zap.
then we'll have the Cav Bros rescue the 2 of them out. And I think... Does Blair survive a round of combat with the Archer? 19 attack, 11 AS? No, unfortunate. Although she'll kill on counter. She'll kill on counter.
That
He's at
is
6
helpful.
HP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay, we want to drop her... We want to drop her where Natasia currently is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Yeah. So you rescue, go here, take, drop, because he only has 19 attack. So she will live, because she kills on counter. We'll do this.
Can that boss reach any awkward tiles, like nearby the fort or anything?
No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Yeah. So we just want to move everyone. You can take drop. God, the automatic calves can pick everyone up is so nice.
It really is. Just flat 20 rescue is so much better than formula.
Aid formula. Like, there's some interesting stuff you can do with aid formula. But I do think at the end of the day, I prefer, at the end of the day, I prefer
this way.
Cav get everything. Please hit. That's why I rallied skill, is I was like, the 100 hit. I didn't buy a fire tome, because, like, by the time we get another anima user, that anima user is also not going to be very good, because they're like a training project who shows up much later.
I almost wonder if you could try to do something interesting where, like, calves have 20 rescue and everything, but flyers have, like, 15 rescue. So you can't just airlift, like, generals over mountains or something.
I wonder if there's anything you could do like that. I am gonna bonk this guy, kill the other one with Blur.
Oh, you could even present it in lore as, like... Well, of course you can't carry around someone that heavy on a Pegasus. They won't be able to get off the ground.
Oh,
or,
that
like,
makes sense. Yeah, like it takes more.
Why would I be able to
them.
carry this giant, 18 weight guy around on my wyvern? Like, it's going to be like carrying a boulder. Meanwhile, a horse can just run around on the ground. Just a little idea suddenly had out of nowhere.
We shove so that you can actually reach the boss.
Lance?
Kill with the Brave Lance, chip with Sam. Or, no, Kenneth. Get a little bit of chip experience on Kenneth.
Kenneth chip?
Amundsen. Amundsen. Not Amundsen. Among Us.
I was trying to find the right time to slip it in. Brave Lance! I remember being shocked whenever Retina first mentioned, oh, there's a Brave Lance in chapter 2 or 3, by the way. And everyone collectively went, why? Why is there a Brave Lance so early on? But I can't imagine playing the game without it now.
This is why. Well, you get a lot of tools early on, like, hey, we just got a barrier staff. There's some Fire Emblems that give you barrier around now, like FE6 has a barrier around now, but most of them don't. Like, FE9, the first barrier you get is in Chapter 9, and it's also not very useful. Oh wait, no, that's Restore, that's not even barrier, it's Restore and Talisman. Fuck, like, does anything other than FE6 give you a barrier this early?
You get a barrier in Chapter 7 in FE6, or no, in FE9. You get... Gee, what else do you get barrier? You get Ensorcel in 11 Thracia, or 10 Thracia.
Ensorcel's so good.
Yeah, I can't think of many other times where you get a barrier this early. At the very least, you get another barrier in FE9 later, right? Like, you can buy more of them or, like, find more of them later.
Is barrier really rare in FE9? I used to know so much about FE9, and it's just, like, slipped out of my brain space.
You get the one ward staff, and then I think there's a single shop when the game's about to end where you can buy another one. But you just get the one 15-use barrier for the whole game.
In fairness, magic is real bad in FE9.
Very true. I'm still stuck on FE7 brain where I buy like 4 barriers and then love my barriers for the rest of the game. I am barriers' biggest fan. I will fight for that title as well. I love my barrier staves.
I was gonna say I'm barriers' biggest fan, but I'll take silver. Like, I'll take silver. We don't need to fight. We don't need to fight.
Plus 7 res is such an overlooked tool by a lot of people. I overlooked it for the longest time. I remember my early Sacred Stones days selling my Pure Waters because why would I spend my action just getting 7 resistance whenever I can just use a Vulnerary after I get it or something?
You gotta use it against those Luna mages so they don't crate Myrrh.
Very true. Very true and real.
The joke is that it goes through Pure Water because Luna ignores resistance. Because Luna... God, whoever decided to give Luna crit, even though they cut down the amount of crit in FE8, like, it's still bad. I still hate it.
Yeah. I don't mind it having really high hit. Like, giving it, like, 90 hit, 0 might in Luna, I don't mind that. But crit on a weapon that will always go 3 defense is just evil.
I also think that Luna on 26. Okay, no, you're good. Luna on like capped sorcerers will always piss me off.
Well,
is it
think of it this way.
FE6 or FE7 that does that? Or not sorcerers, druids.
FE7, because FE6 doesn't have Luna.
Oh, you're right, it has Eclipse instead.
Because think of it this way, 20 magic druids with Luna effectively have Silencer. Because 60 is the HP cap. So if you have 20 magic, a Luna crit from an enemy will just always kill a unit and there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Well, and ignore the Luna crit, like... Sometimes, that's, even without a crit, like, a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
Like, obviously Luna crit is its own level of bullshit, but I also just think the amount of magic that Luna druids have in FE7 leads to just, like, very little counterplay. And it makes it also that, like, I don't mind, like, there being threatening magical enemies to make the units that have res, like, make that feel like a meaningful niche, right?
And then you have a weapon that goes right through all that res.
Like, Battle Before Dawn is a map that I think is bad and poorly designed, but at the very least, I can appreciate it for being like, hey, the few units in the cast who are, like, really, really high res units, this is their time to shine. Except for there's Luna on that map. So, like, they can just get fucked, I guess. It's not, like, Luna spam, but there are a couple of Luna druids on that map, unless I'm getting my wires crossed.
No, yeah, Talk does have a lot of Luna druids. I want to say one of the reinforcement zones on the left is like a Luna druid and 2 flux shamans, like every other turn for 5 turns or something. So
that is
cry about
certainly a
it.
map that exists. It's certainly a map that exists.
It is one of them. Shoutouts to the level 20 sniper in that map as well. He's my favorite.
She lives and she's not doubled, yeah. We can do
Sure,
that.
why not?
Just making sure I'm doing my math right. 23,
It's
6,
the same
yeah.
thing.
Well, it's like literally the last enemy before we finish the map. And my game over condition. You know?
Yeah. It'd be really sad if she suddenly died to it.
It'd be very unfortunate. Okay, then we can do this. A little bit of Kenneth Chip, Laura Kill.
This should get Blair up to 14.
Should it? Do you think she'll get 12 from a kill? She's level 13, he's level 8. Like, he's
Maybe?
5 below her. I know it's not quite Fate's EXP system, but it's pretty darn close.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
I was close.
Yeah, that's so close. That's so close. We're also very close to rally defense. Like, we're
That'll be
3.5 levels off. We're making our way towards Swarp.
Swarping time.
The funny thing is that, like, I don't even know how many maps I'm going to be swarping with her. There's at least one map that I think I'm going to be swarping with her because swarp is very good for a side objective in Chapter 12, and the other swarper joins in Chapter 12X. But we will be recruiting.
I think even
this
a
is at
5-ring
least going to
swarp-
attempt to be a full recruitment run. And with that in mind, like, I'm already not high on deploying the other person for only having 5 swarp range.
I think even just a 5-tile swarp is still really useful, because I've been using the other swarper, not the second one you get. I've been using the other one in another run.
Oh, Lorande?
Yeah, and even just 6 tiles of swarp, I swarped with him like every single turn in a later map, and I wouldn't have traded him for anyone else to get deployed because I needed all those swarps.
Yeah. I mean, my big thing is that, like, the roll compression, right? Like, I like swarp on Peggy because it's the biggest swarp in the game, and also she does a bunch of other utility.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, there will be other units that can do the utility that I would have Peggy do in a vanilla context more than her. So if we're just deploying someone for swarp, Addington is a better swarper than 0% growth Peggy, because of 10 move Kanto.
I can't wait to see my boy deployed. Hopefully.
So sad.
I'm gonna be so excited.
If you want to see the boy deployed, though, well, not the boy. Addington is Addington's pronouns beep boop, right? Something like that. Addington is not a boy, but if you want to see the Addington deploy, subscribe to Jacob. I'll actually be checking how many people subscribe to Jacob, and that'll determine whether or not I deploy Addington. So fucking do it. Do it. You won't. Do it. Do it. Bye.